A lot of business owners right now questioning the idea of should I hire or not, because with the technology that's evolving, especially in the AI world, do I really need someone in or not, or should I keep everything very lean without bringing any additional teammates? This could be a trap, right? There's many levels to AI in my perspective. One is majority of us use AI for prompting. We want to get deeper insights about what we have. We want to make better decisions, and we asking AI to evaluate certain things. Right at the end of the day, if you think about it, we as business owners or as managers, leaders, we constantly have to come up with decisions on certain issues, and we have quantity of decisions and we have quality of those decisions. So AI prompting comes to help us with that, where we dive in deeper into an issue, have AI as a soundboard to critique those. And hopefully that will give us enough transparency, give us enough information to make a better decision and improve on quality of those decisions, right? At the same time, the way I see AI used here is if I each day had to come up with 10, 20 decisions per day, AI now with its information gathering at much faster pace and giving me more transparency, I'm able to make a lot more decisions. I can make 30, 40 decisions per day, and maybe more as time will progress, as AI will give us a full picture of things. Prompting is one level. Prompting does not mean I don't need anybody else at this point, so I still have to have my team, and a lot of things still need to happen. Now, the next level of leveraging AI, it's not really AI, it's more of automations. Something like Zapier, for example, some kind of integrations that you can have in place where you start to eliminate manual labor. There's all kind of workflows, automations you can create to follow up with someone via SMS, follow up with somebody via email, maybe even make a phone call. That helps you to speed up things. Automate or semi-automate, I do not believe that will reduce necessarily the amount of people on a major level. You still need to bring people in that are able to do the part that AI cannot do yet. Eventually, I think in maybe, let's say an average 3 years, we will be able to do a lot more. AI is not that sophisticated yet, and I believe making a decision not to have an employee for a specific task and rely fully on automation. I think even recently, if you heard the issue that AWS had, when they relied on AI, it did not produce the results that they expected, and they had to pay the price for it. So you cannot just fully rely on AI. And some of my businesses introducing AI and automations like that, it actually backfired. Customers were complaining they wanted to speak to a live agent. I could not just get rid of the call center, right? So it helps. I would still bring the teammate and kind of gauge from there. I'll dive into that shortly as well. After I introduce the third thing, what I see with AI. It's what right now recently popped with, especially with Claude, Claude Cowork, Claude Code. You hear vibe coding and so on. So there's a lot of agentic AI. It's called you can introduce, where you can actually replicate your employees, not fully some of their functions, right? So if the employee had 10 duties, maybe right now you can start to diminishing those 10 duties to 8 duties, 7 duties, and even within those, using automation and using prompting, you save a lot more hours, right? So instead of somebody working 40 hours, then are able to work 20 hours. So you have extra 20 hours opened up per employee, so now they can take on additional responsibilities, right? So at the end of the day, what I believe every entrepreneur needs to look at is the enterprise value of the business. That's what we go by. The whole RISE ideology is focusing on that. It's not enough for us to produce profits, produce revenue, bring more customers, or build better teams. At the end of the day, we want to have sale-ready business that could be sold without doubt and not undervalued. So why I'm mentioning this is because for such a business to exist, one needs to think, how can I make this business not depend on me, not depend on some of my teammates? How can I improve the customer concentration? How can I make the product line or service that I'm offering to be more profitable, give a lot more value to customers instead of lowering pricing, right? You need to know your unit economics. You need to know what does it take for you to transact and stay profitable. And then based on that, as long as you're delivering that and you're meeting your ratios, you can see, okay, now that I opened up time for this teammate, I can start to diminish the workload and maybe not have as many teammates to do the same thing. At the end of the day, are we paying for the person who was hired that leverages the AI, or are we paying for the outcome that we expecting to get while running our operations? So to answer, of course, we go back to basics. If your employee comes to you and says, Baruch, you don't understand, I worked all night on this, and this is the best I could produce. Sometimes that might not fly, especially if it repeats as a pattern over and over. We cannot reward effort. To justify what I'm saying, I'll give you an example. Imagine each day you pay your teammate $200, and the output they produce for you is $100. The question to you, without seeing growth and improvement and the light at the end of the tunnel, how long you're going to keep on investing $200 to get 100? Do you really care about the effort that one puts? So the emphasis goes on the outcome. We want to see certain outcome. That outcome needs to be met. Whether the whole work will be done as a manual labor, whether it's going to be done fully as automation or semi-automation with a person who knows how to leverage AI. At the end of the day, our business is run based on numbers. Numbers have to make sense. As long as numbers make sense, we can predict things and take it to the next level from there.